Hi, it's Maggie. I think this is recording. Anyway, yeah, it is. Okay. I'm terribly sorry about the lighting in here. It is overcast and getting dark, but I'm having some issues with my QuickTime, so I had to zoom this. But at least I get to share the chart. I wanted to talk about the full moon, September 2nd, 2020, upcoming. It's called the corn moon. It's the harvest moon. It's called the corn moon by the Native Americans, and the harvest moon because it's near the fall equinox, which is around September 22nd to 23rd. So let me just share my screen and I'll just talk about it. Okay. So Moon and Neptune are in Pisces, and they're opposing the Sun in Virgo and Mercury in Virgo. There's some beautiful aspects here. There is a mystic triangle. I don't know if you can see this pointer or not, but this beautiful rectangle, the mystic triangle, and that is comprised of two trines. There's a water trine between Venus and Cancer to the Moon Neptune in Pisces, and then there's a trine between the Earth, Virgo, Sun and Mercury in Virgo, and they are trining Capricorn, another Earth sign. They're trining Pluto and Jupiter and Saturn in Capricorn, and so they're connected by two sextiles. That's a 60-degree easy-flowing aspect. So that is what a mystic triangle is. It flows very easily. And so in this case of the full moon, and the opposition of the full moon, first of all, I received some bad news today regarding a health situation of a family member in hospital. So it's not the full moon yet, but Moon, Neptune, and Sun, Mercury, the opposition is it's health. You know, Virgo would be health, doctors, communication, maybe about say somebody just got tested, or in this particular instance, I just heard of a loved one in the hospital, my little nephew, and so Moon, Neptune being the ruler of Pisces, and the Moon so close, a conjunction. It's Moon 17 degrees, Neptune is 19 degrees, so that makes it even more powerful. And there's a very powerful need to escape. And Pisces is also hospitals, prisons, institutions. So the opposition could potentially, you could maybe hear news about someone's health problem. You certainly want to watch your health. And it could be isolation as well. Moon Neptune just wants to be by itself and isolate and escape into a dream, you know. That's why that's not entirely why we're having this opioid epidemic. A lot of people are just checking out, you know, and accidentally overdosing, because with Neptune there in Pisces, it just makes your body so sensitive, overly sensitive to drugs and alcohol and any illusion. So there's all kinds of dreams and escapism and illusion going on. So this full moon, I would say definitely watch your health. If you have any symptoms, you know, just get checked right away. Don't go into denial. Don't stick your head in the sand, because Moon Neptune wants to do that. It definitely wants to do that. And it is opposing Mercury and the Sun in Virgo. So just get checked, you know, if you have any symptoms at all, because you certainly don't want to end up in a hospital or institution. Or Mercury being there, you may hear about someone someone that you love. Or you may be a healthcare worker, you know, in this situation. You may have to go to a hospital to visit someone. You may have a family member who's in healthcare. It could also be attention to detail. You know, you could be, say, a musician. You could certainly write some beautiful stuff, beautiful art with Moon, Neptune, or if you're a model or anything in the arts, you could, you know, with the Sun, Mercury in Virgo, you could work really, really hard to put your creation into a format, because Virgo's so good with details. There is a square to Mars in Aries, square to Capricorn. Mars and Aries always, I mean, Aries and Capricorn always square off anyway, but that's a very challenging square on that day. So it's also, Mars is also squaring Venus on that day. Venus in Cancer, so you know there are some challenging aspects as well. But with this mystic triangle, you can use that to, the best way to use it would probably be insert some kind of service to help others. That would be the best use of this. Or maybe by putting something out there that's beautiful and indirectly helping others, you know, through your creation, through your service, your creation of beauty, whether it's art, poetry, music, caring for the sick, whatever it may be. Maybe making people laugh, you know. Yeah, that's a great way to use it, because we certainly can all use a laugh right now. Beautiful, beautiful trine, Earth trine. See this beautiful triangle? There's some good stuff going on this day, this full moon. Mystic triangle, and this, I would focus on this beautiful trine between all the Earth, Virgo, I know, is in the middle. She's going to be in the middle of demoing her kitchen. You know, it's going to be a demo zone. But the Earth trine will certainly be great for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn too. Things will go smoothly to help you guys get things done. I mean, you've got it going on with your Earth fixed. Well, it's all the modalities, you know. Capricorn's cardinal, Taurus is fixed, and Virgo is mutable. So, you know, between the trine and the mystic triangle, I just think it's like the sacred geometry. It really looks like sacred geometry. But then, you know, the opposition is to Venus. The opposition to Capricorn is to Venus. So that can be hard. You really want to try not to stomp all over someone's feelings, you know, because sensitive Venus in Cancer, you know, you want to be careful with that. But yeah. So, and Uranus in the sudden unexpected changes regarding institutions, authority, work, changes in your whole money structure, your whole way you do business or work. I mean, everything is totally changing right now. And so for you guys especially, you can use this trine and the mystic triangle and the power of the full moon to follow, first of all, follow your intuition. Your intuition is going to be so powerful, especially if you're water signs. And if you're Pisces, it's like with Neptune in there, it's double the power because it's the ruler. And then it's exactly conjunct the moon, and it's opposing the sun. So my first thought was hospitals, news of maybe someone being in the hospital, or service workers or healthcare workers. But at the same time, um, yeah, the water and earth, they work so well together, and that is the sextiles between Venus and Mercury, beautiful sextile. And so that's why it flows. The top of the mystic triangle, it just flows. And then that water and water, Venus flows on down, water, it flows on down the stream to Moon and Neptune, king of the sea. And that just flows easily to this beautiful sextile between Moon, Neptune, and the 3 planets in Capricorn. So, and they just trine so beautifully, and they flow with the fellow Earth sign Virgo, Sun, Mercury. So you kind of get the picture. It looks like sacred geometry to me. If you kind of zero in on the shapes, and on the trine, and the square. Everyone's got the square going on. And Mars in Aries always squares Cancer because it's a 90-degree angle. So, or rather Aries. Mars just happens to be in Aries. But yeah, so just be careful, with people's sensitivities and what you blurt out, especially about politics, But people are extremely polarized and fiery right now, and that's Mars. This is Mars squaring this glaring square to the stellium in Capricorn. And the opposition to Venus, though, gives a little bit of hope, that people, we are a Cancer country too, but people will try to come together and come to a solution. But there is definitely a lot of polarity. And during the full moon, this will certainly come out. So I just wanted to briefly go over those few things. The elements, oh my gosh, look at all this Earth. Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, Sun, and Mercury. 6 planets in Earth. Water, we have Venus, the Ascendant, and the Moon and Neptune. This has the Ascendant Scorpio on that day. But in your chart, it may be different. No air. There's no air in this chart. The North Node, though, North Node is in Gemini, so that's definitely in there. This has it in the 8th house, so there may be talk about finances. And that's where the eclipses will fall. The fire is Mars and Chiron, both in Aries, so people are touchy as hell right now. They're super touchy, they're combative, they're rebelling, they're fighting, it's hard to tone down Mars. It's really hard to tone down Mars, especially when it's confronting, it's confronting authority. I mean, that's what it loves to do. Mars loves to take on a fight. So, and it's also confronting Venus. So, Venus in Cancer, so try not to stomp on the feelings of your loved ones or your family members, if you can help it. Yeah, so, so anyway, I'm going to end this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and share. I'll put it up on my YouTube channel. If you'd like your chart done, just go to margaretrosanastrology.com and leave me your birth data, and I'll be happy to do it. All right, everybody, take care. Take care, and stay safe, please. And I'll be doing another one soon on the new moon. All right, bye for now.